In Chapter 4 of Conquest with 0 strength and magic, we face a route map against a large number of faceless. We don't have access to Felicia on this map, and instead we get Kaze who has 0 strength and Rinka who has 0 strength. In this challenge, Kaze and Rinka are pretty much completely useless before the route split because enemies now have way too much defense for them to be able to do anything. Fortunately, we have access to Ryoma, a monstrous green unit with 17 strength that can kill any enemy that he chooses to fight. Ryoma moves ahead by himself, defeating many enemies, but notably after he reaches the upper left, he will not try to attack the boss. Unfortunately, the boss faceless has steel defense and steel strength, meaning that he can kill any of your units in 2 to 3 hits, while you struggle to do any damage at all. While debuffs cannot reduce your stats into the negatives, they can cancel out any strength buffs you might get from pair-ups or other sources. Since we don't have control of a healer on this map, it's basically impossible to do enough damage to defeat the boss before being slaughtered. I give it a try, but I can barely make a dent in him before all my units are killed. So I try a different tactic. If I can make it a Sakura and ensure that she survives, then maybe she can provide enough healing to overcome the boss. However, I find that it's nearly impossible to actually reach her in time to save her. Ryoma moves through the map too slowly on his own, and Korin simply cannot move as fast as he normally should be able to because killing enemies takes way too much time. The only way to reach them in time is to activate the Dragon Vein near the boss, but that has some major downsides such as being killed by the boss. On the next attempt, I try to lure the boss to fight Ryoma, but find that Ryoma will prioritize defeating normal enemies over the boss, which leads me to believe that he will straight up never initiate combat against the boss under any circumstance, and that he is perfectly content to watch as Kaze, Rinka, and Korin are brutally murdered right in front of him. Since I can't out-damage or out-tank the boss, I have no choice but to keep trying alternative methods. In normal circumstances, the boss would never attack Ryoma over a player unit because Ryoma would kill him on the counterattack. However, using the Dragon Veins that provides access to the boss puts you inside his range, making it very hard to separate Korin from him, so I decided to use a bit of a terrain trick by luring the boss while standing on a forest tile. This way, the retreating unit's movement is not penalized by the forest, while the faceless's movement is, giving me the slight bit of space I need to disengage and get out of range. With no other targets nearby, the boss chooses to attack Ryoma and dies on the counter. With this settled, in true Birthright fashion, I rely on Ryoma to kill all the remaining enemies, which completes the map.